What's good, YouTube? It's Nas and we back with another video. Rolled to 800 subscribers, of course, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Scoot Henderson. And if you don't know, before the All-Star break, Scoot Henderson returned from his injury, and the last 3 seasons I feel like have been down years for Scoot. And I remember the days where idiotic as it might have been, but they were comparing Scoot to Victor Wembanyama. I remember that head-to-head in 2022, and Scoot Henderson's stock has been at an all-time low for seasons now, and I feel like after this All-Star break, we're finally going to see what Scoot Henderson is made of. We're going to see if he is the future of the Portland Trailblazers, or the Portland Trailblazers could potentially move off of him. And I think at 22 years old, Scoot Henderson, his first 3 games back, actually, or 4 games, my bad, he's played great basketball. He's averaged 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 5.5 assists, shooting 51% from the field and 37% from the 3. It looked like he heavily worked out with his jumper with Damian Lillard, who is obviously back on the Portland Trailblazers, and I'm really interested to see how this Portland Trailblazers would look next season, because their overbunched group of guards, I really do feel like there will be an odd man out. And really looking at their guards, Denny Avdija, I feel like, is considered a guard now. His playmaking duties, ever since Drew Holiday got injured to begin with, they moved him to the point guard position. He was playing some great basketball. Obviously, Scoot, Drew Holiday, Damian Lillard, Caleb Love, who's looked great as a rookie. They didn't expect him to look so good this fast. And really, it's been Scoot Henderson that's came back and took Caleb Love's minutes. So I'm interested to see how they can obviously blend in with each other. But this is a Scoot Henderson video, and I'm just curious, do y'all still believe in Scoot? Because at the same time, you look at players in his draft and you look at how highly people thought of him at the time. And really, I remember people talking about how people were mad about Brandon Miller being picked over Scoot Henderson. And looking back, yeah, I was a little upset too, because I thought we knew what Scoot Henderson was going to bring to the table, and he honestly just hasn't brung that. He was a turnover magnet. He still is kind of a turnover magnet, but it's his first 4 games into his 3rd season, and this is where we're supposed to see a leap. Like all of the players that was drafted in his same draft, Amen Thompson, we saw a leap from him last season or even this season. Asar Thompson, he's a starting caliber player, one of the best defenders, if not the best guard defenders in the league. Anthony Black, I think we all see the leap that Anthony Black has taken this season. The only players, I feel like Bilal Coulibaly, obviously in the Wizards, he's still a great defender. He's still a project piece, which they thought he was. And I'm pretty sure we didn't think Scoot Henderson would be a project piece as he is now. Like, we thought that Scoot Henderson would come out the jump and be one of the best, or if not, one of the best young, exciting guards in the league. And looking at Taylor Hendricks, Cason Wallace, we know what he's doing for the champion Oklahoma City Thunder. Jed Howard, he's getting some meaningful minutes in Orlando now. Derek Lively, he's always been in and out of the lineup. Grady Dick, he's in and out of the lineup for Toronto. And I'm interested to see how much Scoot Henderson can develop, because I know a lot of people are probably off the Scoot Henderson trade and probably sold a lot of stock in Scoot Henderson. But honestly, it's hard for me not to believe in a young, high-flying guard or athletic guard, a speedster guard, because literally being a Russell Westbrook fan all my life, I love these type of guards, prototypical, even though I'm a LaMelo fan now. But looking at Scoot and looking at the overbunched of guards, let's just look at his previous seasons, because the season prior, last season, he averaged 12.5 points per game, shooting 42% from the field and 35% from the 3, with 3 rebounds and 5 assists. Yes, I know the efficiency is off the charts right now, because obviously he's 5 games in, but if he could still keep his efficiency over the 41 that he had last season, it would become huge, because he was inefficient last season. There's no debating that. He was forcing shots. He was forcing 3-pointers, even though I thought his jumper wasn't ready for that now. He was forcing contested layups. Like, it's overall shit that I've seen in the last 5 games out of Scoot Henderson is some stuff that he wasn't doing last season. At the same time, you can see the flashes with Scoot Henderson. Like, a video I just made about Zachary Ricochet. Like, I feel like people do not see the flashes, or even me, I don't see the flashes when you look at Zachary Ricochet. But when you look at Scoot Henderson, you see the flashes of the athleticism. You see the flashes of the playmaker that he is. You see the flashes how he could go by you and get to the rim. You see the flashes of the jumper even getting better. And that's when that's what you look for in a young player, I feel like. And the Portland Trailblazers potentially having that, I really do wonder what their lineup is going to look like. Because if Scoot Henderson potentially makes a leap over this next half of the season, he's only playing 20 minutes right now because obviously returning from his injury, he's been out most of the season. So if he gets his minutes back up and he gets obviously or takes a leap that I think that he can do, like, I do wonder if it will be Damian Lillard and Scoot Henderson potentially starting next season. Even though Shaedon Sharpe has actually looked great and in the scoring role or the scoring option, the Portland Trailblazers don't rely on Shaedon Sharpe to do anything but score the basketball. And that's what Shaedon Sharpe can do. That's what he was drafted to do. But that's when I look at the bringing Damian Lillard back, bringing in Drew Holiday. I'm just confused how this works. And if everybody buys in, yes, this can be a great team next season and potentially a playoff team next season. This is me saying that. Like, the West is going to look even better than we think it is now. It's going to look even better next season. And I do think the Portland Trailblazers could potentially be in that. And I feel like that heavily relies on the leap that Scoot Henderson potentially makes this next half of the season or even next season, because I do think these are big years for Scoot Henderson and this is a big year for the Portland Trailblazers, so they can actually see what they have in the talented or the once talented Scoot Henderson. And I don't know, because when we look at players like this, we look at obviously players that's been in and out of the lineup throughout their careers. And I can't even say that because Scoot Henderson played above 60 games for his first 2 seasons. This is really the first season that Scoot Henderson has been constantly injured throughout the season. That's why I was kind of confused where Scoot Henderson was. For a minute there, I forgot Scoot Henderson was in the league. And I look forward to him proving a lot of people wrong and proving me wrong. But if I'm wrong and Scoot Henderson doesn't make the leap, I'll make the video like I did with Zachary Ricochet. I have no problem in doing that because I know a lot of people believed in Scoot Henderson, and right now it would look like Scoot Henderson isn't living up to expectations. So I'm interested to see how this second half of the season goes. Let me know if y'all still believe in Scoot Henderson down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there's a video right here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it if you like this one, and the channel icon's right there if you want to just check out the channel in general. And yeah, leave a like too, because it really helps the algorithm push me out. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video nonetheless.